Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of July 21st. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So Leo, we are here at your season. Finally, basically tomorrow on the 22nd, we are fully in your sign, your season. And we also, the next day, have Mercury retrograde coming to a close. So for the most part, any delays you've had with communication, technology, transportation, those should be coming to a close. We are still technically in the post shadow, but yeah, moving ahead, you're in the clear to make all those plans and do all those things, yeah? And so also, it's not technically in our system of astrology that we work with. It's in a whole different calendar, but know that I find the Gregorian calendar to be bullshit, as most traditional calendars run off of a 13 moon cycle because we have 13 moons in a year cycle. It's where we get a, blue moon once a year versus we get full moons basically every month. And so in the Mayan calendar, the 25th is considered the day outside of time. It's how they make up for that whole leap year situation that we do with the Gregorian calendar. But know also that the Egyptian New Year's technically just happened, but it happens about this time. And so, like how in the winter time, basically that time period between the solstice and maybe a week or so after the New Year's, there's this kind of pause. There is this moment of suspension of time. And that is somewhat what we are in now, but it's the middle of summer. So it doesn't translate the same way that it does in that winter pause where we're in like a holiday season moment. And so everything's kind of more frantic. In the European countries, this is the holidays that people leave and do their own thing instead of work, which we do technically have vacation time in America as well, especially if you are tied to any kind of school systems, even though, so basically we have this moment of suspension. In yoga, it's like how when we do that inhale and then hold the breath at the top and then exhale, hold the breath. Think of it like that. This is that inhale and holding it. And this is that suspension before we fall into our harvest months. So basically, depending on what traditions you're looking at, harvests go from basically August till November. And so while in our modern society, we aren't necessarily seeing us harvest our food the way that we would have in previous centuries, that is the time of now. Now it looks more like back to school or just, fall quarterly bullshit. Things like that, yeah? So Leo, also, I keep almost forgetting this. Saturn is also going retrograde on the 26th. It is an outer planet. We don't feel it as much. However, if you have already lived through your first Saturn returns, at least you know that they are doozies. So Saturn is really just basically about showing us our boundaries and limitations. And so it's retrograde. It's going to be there for a few months. We don't notice it as much as we do, say, this Mercury retrograde that we just had, yeah? So Leo, in honor of you, because I got this deck from a Leo lady, I am using the Botanica Tarot. It's nice and golden, just like you guys. So let's see what we got going on for you. This is the King. You've got the King of Swords reversed. You're the first person to get a reversal so far, which is not a bad thing. It's just saying, Leo, that yes, I've just said that we've left the Mercury retrograde. We are in your season, but just, watch where you're going. Don't push ahead so hard that you aren't aware of, like any missteps, anything that could go wrong. Don't be pushing so far ahead that you pack and like forget your toothbrush type of energy is what I'm getting from this card. And it's saying that, it's your new solar cycle. Open your mind to new possibilities. There's a whole new way that you are going to view the world. Be open to it right now. Okay, because you've got the Death card reversed. Also, Death card is not a bad thing. You are, leaving, you're killing that past version of you that was in that last solar cycle, and you are being reborn into the butterfly of this moment of your life right now. So, Leo, don't be worried about things that you feel like you are leaving behind now, because you probably won't miss it. Like, so I'm turning 40 this year. When I look back at when I turned 30, I was basically drunk and crying for like 2 months straight, mourning those 20s, which, looking back at that moment, thank God I'm not there. And to even the idea of drinking that much alcohol hurts my body so much, because while I love wine, it's just something that my body hasn't really been tolerating these days. So, I don't know. You gotta pick new avenues of being to all of the bucha that I will probably be consuming at and around my birthday. Yeah, that stuff. So, Leo, let old parts of you die off so that new parts of you can experience the beauty of this new solar cycle that you are entering right now. And so it can look like something like that. It could be something where, the idea of, like that 20-year-old going out on the town, staying up till the sun comes out is fun. But what's also fun for right now is that taking a bath and being in bed by 10 o'clock also looks so appetizing. So Leo, I don't know what this death is for you, but it's something that you know that you don't need anymore. Your first right side up card is the 9 of Wands. And this is you really, look at what are the passions now? What is it that drives you now? And this is kind of just a week of assessing, okay? So how do you want to move forward? So if you've had like a birthday tradition of, going to a specific place, this might be saying, well, maybe this birthday is an adventure birthday and I'm gonna go to some tropical island. Why not? Or I just watched somebody take their summer trip to Alaska, which is cold, but honestly, if the heat is getting to you, why not go somewhere cold? Things like that. Leo, just like what really fuels your fire right now, and then find ways to chase that. Because your outcome card is the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. And so this is you making those birthday wishes. You're making those birthday wishes and you're, oh shit, that's okay. You're making those birthday wishes and you are looking at those like ships that you have sailed off. That's what the card looks like when you look at it in the May tarot. But so you have sent out those wishes and now you just have to sit and wait for those birthday wishes to come to fruition. And so sometimes what it looks like in your reading is that you might have to make those life changes so that those wishes come true faster. So say, it's just in the flavor of my age range of people. A lot of people are wanting to get more into their health. And it might mean that that last bowl of ice cream at the end of the day isn't as necessary. Things like that. I don't know what it looks like for you, Leo, but that is what the tarot has for you. And I'm going to pull one more card from the Flower of Life Oracle deck. This one's, let's see. Ooh. So, crafting. Gaze at your loving hands. How will you create and craft your life? Be aware of yourself on earth playing out and creating your stories. See all of this through the eyes of your higher conscious and the whole big picture from the perspective of space. Intend that from this moment on, you will no longer feel bullied by life. Instead, you will create and craft your unique path. So Leo, this is saying that, like in that wand, that Nine of Wands card, is what do you want your life to look like? What are your passions? How do you put it together right now? This might not all fall into place in this week. Rome was not built in a day, but this is just asking you to start building those pieces back. Yeah, like if I really want to get back into guitar, I really got to get these calluses up because I've talked about this for 3 weeks now and they are not there. Or like, yeah, running also has not been there in the last few weeks. So anyways, Leo, it's about being honest about what your life looks like, what you want it to look like, and starting to bring in those pieces so that it starts to reflect your inner world in your outer world. Yes, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that helps. I do hope that you have a happy birthday month, however you choose to celebrate it, and I look forward to seeing where it leads you in your next solar cycle. And I'll see you next time. Bye.